Hi everyone, it's Monday at the Mystical Magical Mansion. Welcome. This is a beautiful fall day here in Omaha, Nebraska. It is just perfect outside. If this is the first time you're tuning into our channel, welcome. Hello, my name is Kim, and my husband Ryan and I bought this glorious old mansion built in 1910, just 1 year ago. We live here in Omaha in the Gold Coast neighborhood, which is an old historic district. And if you ever have the opportunity to drive through some of these streets and see this area, it really is, it's so stunning and I think kind of a well-kept secret. If you have been following along, you know that last week, 2 weeks ago actually, we started our kitchen renovation. So we've done a lot of other small projects, but this is definitely the biggest project we've taken on here at the house. And we are in week 2. So last week I said we were still in the honeymoon phase. So this week we've been creative. I've put a skillet, electric skillet outside and cooked a little bit in the backyard and done just some little small meal things. But we are, we're forced to eat out when we don't have, or order food in when we don't have a kitchen. And so I'm such a cook and I'm such a kitchen person that it always just starts to feel not that great for me after not that long. So I would say we're still in the honeymoon phase, but imagine that you got married 2 weeks ago and then you went on your honeymoon, but you went to Mexico and maybe you guys had a little bit of tummy trouble and there wasn't a vent fan in the bathroom. So that's kind of how we're feeling. Yeah. So we are still madly in love. We're really in love with the project. We're enjoying it, but we've just had some discomforts. And so I'll keep you updated on which direction this all goes. It's going to be fine. It's going to be good. We've done a kitchen renovation before, and I know it's not fun. And by the end, you're really, really, really tired of not having a kitchen, but we're in a good space now. My neighbor down the street, I think she's almost like creeping up on a year here that her kitchen's been under renovation. So I have great sympathy for her, and hopefully ours does not take that long. So Kimberly, my thoughts, my heart is with you. This week we have plumbing, electrical coming. Those guys should be rolling in actually sometime today or tomorrow. The wall in the kitchen is open and I'll show you how that looks. They've got it all sort of prepped and ready for those guys to just jump in and get their work done. The butler's pantry wall, the inside of that has been closed up. I'll give you a look at that. And then the back door, the exterior door that was moved from the original exterior to now the present exterior has been hung, and that is up, and I'll show you that as well. So over the weekend, I did get to an estate sale, which I haven't been to any for a while. Our house feels a little cluttered and discombobulated right now just because we've got furniture in strange places because we're using our sunroom as our sort of makeshift kitchen. I haven't really wanted to bring any more in, but I looked online and saw that the person whose house was being liquidated had some really beautiful pieces, and clearly this person had collected just astonishing antiques over the years, and they're like 16th and 17th century French antiques, a lot of stuff imported, and so really beautiful, and that sort of is my aesthetic as well. I've been following someone on Instagram for a while, and the term he used really resonated with me. He considers himself a maximalist, and I think I might be too. I lean far more that direction than minimalist. And so after really coming to terms with the fact that I like a lot, I like bigger pieces, I like the rococo, the ornate, the gilded, all those things. I'm pretty sure in a past life I did live in Versailles. I'm sure of it. But so the pieces that at this estate sale this weekend, she, I think, had a very similar aesthetic as me. So I did go and pick up a couple really great pieces. So I'm going to give you a look at those now. So I got this gorgeous mirror. It's Italian. It is stamped. There's a maker's mark on the back that it is from Italy. And there's my cute dog laying in front of it. As you can see from all of the work on top that it is very a Rococo style. I've just got it leaned up against my settee. So, I mean, if you have to be a beautiful mirror, you might as well lean up against a stunning settee, right? I mean, the two kind of go together perfectly. It's about 4 feet wide, about 3 feet tall. And my thought is I want to hang it up in our bedroom over a dresser. I'm looking for a new dresser. So isn't it pretty though? The frame and all the gilding and everything on the side are perfect. There is not a chip or a piece missing anywhere, which with a lot of those ornate pieces, that is sort of the risk you run. Something can end up damaged. But isn't that just beautiful? I love it. I really, really, really like this mirror. And she had it mounted on the wall over a great big built-in dining cabinet with lots of really big pieces of art and silver and things around it. So it was just stunning. This is the other piece that I got. La la! Look at this. It's this giant silver tray. It's super wide. It is so heavy. This thing is massive, very, very heavy. And let's see, I'm trying to think. It's been a couple of months ago that I got the punch bowl. So I'm thinking this on with a punch bowl and a nice setup. Oh my gosh. And then I'll have to put the nice silverware that Stacy so generously gifted us. So yeah, I'm gonna have quite a table once I can start entertaining again. But look at this thing. The handle, the design, the whole thing is engraved in such a beautiful way. It's just stunning. So I did pick this up this weekend as well at the estate sale. There was a lot of other things I could have, but I did not. I'm trying to keep things at a little bit of a minimized chaos here at our house. I feel like things are just so discombobulated and I don't want to bring in a lot of stuff because it just feels messy at the moment because we've got our kitchen, our kind of makeshift kitchen in our sunroom, and then all the furniture from that is now in our living room, and it doesn't flow perfectly. And so until I kind of get that figured out, I'm probably not going to be getting a lot, but this was definitely coming home with me. So here's a look at the butler's pantry with that breezeway closed for the first time, and we don't know how many years. So they've got the boards up, that bead board up. There's still just some little edge pieces that need a little touch up on stain there, but they've closed that up. And we've got a nice wall that you would never know there was no wall there in the past. And they found more little bottle caps. Got a little, let's see, what is this? Benzodrex inhaler box. Let's see, what else do we have? These are just things that were found inside the wall. Yeah, some receipts, just some little things. Old Pepsi bottle. This was probably to a necklace. It's wet and damaged, but yeah, just still finding little bits and pieces inside the wall. So we're going to need to figure out exactly what to do with this lower part. Here's my little secret trick hack that I did. So this surface, the surface was actually covered with linoleum, and what I had done is just gotten contact paper. So this marble looking or granite looking surface is actually contact paper that I stuck over it, and I wanted it as a solution just until we were doing this, kitchen reno to make it look nicer and brighter and cleaner. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do in here yet. That is yet to be determined, because it does look really nice. I mean, it looks really bright and clean, and this isn't really a prep surface for me. It's not one that I use to, prep food in here. It's mostly food storage. So I'm not sure how we're gonna handle this, but the butler's pantry on this side is looking lovely. A little dusty, but yeah, it's coming along. And then on this side of the wall, so that's just that opposite wall, there's the doorway into the butler's pantry. That space has all been framed in and opened up because we're waiting for the plumber and the electrician, and they will need access here because this is where the sink will be. And obviously we'll need under cabinet lights and all that. I just think it's so interesting though when they open up a wall to look at all the old galvanized pipe and then all of the mortar. So this weepy mortar they didn't have drywall back then, so they used plaster and lath, and with this they used a metal mesh and put mortar into that to create the wall. So it is just so interesting and explains dust. But this house is so quiet, and we've got a lot of sound deadening materials between the walls. This definitely explains a lot, but isn't that just so interesting? So I don't know what this will look like come the end of this week, but it is very cool. So the door to the back servants entrance is up. We put that big brown door back to an exterior position, and it's very happy there. I've got it open just a little bit, but probably going to be painting that when they get the trim and all the framework and all that up. They've had to do a lot of just sort of maneuvering because the roof line is at an angle, and then obviously the door needs to hang straight, so not quite finished, but they'll make that look pretty by the time all is said and done. It's a fancy Friday night porch party. Taco Bell and cocktails. Celebrating the end of a long week.
And monkey cigars.
You have that.
Barb just scoffing down the stairs to Mystical Magical Mansion.
Yeah, do you want to see my leg? Look.
Woo! It's cute. It's
So
cute.
beautiful.
It was a salsa dancing incident.
Yeah.
Salsa-ing. She's on the mend. The old girl is doing good.
Time to leave the mansion. Go back to reality.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you. You can come back.
Oh, I'll come back, I promise.
So thank you all so much for following along, for being part of our journey, for just loving and supporting us through all of this, and for sharing, commenting, asking questions. I love the questions and the things that are shared. We pick up little bits and pieces about the house, the neighborhood, the families that used to live here. Just, it seems like each week someone reaches out and shares something, and I'm always so touched by that and feel like this house is just so magical, and it's bringing together all of the right people and all of the right information and stories and all of it, just with the absolute most divine timing. I think it's lovely. We call it the Mystical Magical Mansion because it really is. Like, there's something just so special about this house and the story and this journey. So thank you for joining along. And if you have some big old silver trays, or even just your, one cute little piece that feels unapologetically fancy, I want you to get it out this week. So I've committed myself to this week after being a little tired of not having a dishwasher and a really super easy way to wash things. This is the glass I'm using to drink out of. It is heavy. It is a leaded glass. It's got this gorgeous star design on it, but it is unapologetically fancy. And I am committed to still making things feel beautiful and, using my fine things, even though most of it's packed away because of the dust and the dirt and the mess. So I want all of you to get out your beautiful silver trays, to get out your fancy glasses. Just drink your regular water every day out of them, but make your experiences feel unapologetically fancy. I think keeping things put away for good and not using them every day is just silly. And that's sort of the way my grandmothers were, and my mom has done the same thing. And I just think that that's kooky because it ends up at someone's estate sale at some point, and then someone else gets it and tucks it away. So let's get this stuff out, use it. Use your fancy glasses, get out your dishes, your china, your beautiful plates, all of your things, set a gorgeous table, drink a fancy bottle of wine on your porch. We still have Friday porch parties every week, and it's a tradition that will probably stop when it gets too cold, but it's something that feels special. It feels very fancy and relaxing and very ritualistic for us, but I think it's something that I love. I love traditions, and I love when we really intentionally just sit down and become very present and really connect with ourselves, our friends, our family, maybe find some gratitude for the week. All of those things are so important. So I wish you all a wonderful week. I will keep you posted what's happening through the week here with the construction. But as always, take good care, stay well, use your fancy things, and best wishes from the Mystical Magical Mansion.